Preparing for heavenly gifts. 6 Locutions to the World from Mary from April 20 until the 25th of 2015. The first locution to the world from Mary on April 20. Becoming a vessel of election.
Before I can build, the obstacles must be swept away. People implore the Heavenly Father for gifts, but their hands are filled with earthly things and they cannot receive the heavenly favors. So, I will speak of the needed cleansing and purging. Let us begin with the human heart. How complicated is that heart, filled with so many different desires. From the earliest years, desires flood the heart. Even though the desires of years ago are forgotten, they leave their effects. Also, many choices have claimed the heart. These are more serious. Their power still lays hold of the heart. Finally, the human heart is caught up in all opportunities which the world dangles before its eyes, reaching out even when the fruit is forbidden, drawn into new darkness and refusing to face the addictions which lay hold of it. The heart must struggle to accept my graces because it is taken up with other cares. Cleansing the human heart is my first priority. Many would want me to reverse world events or to bring about a worldwide outpouring of the Spirit which would suddenly change everything. They are looking in the wrong direction. I begin now. I begin in your heart which is so filled with obstacles to divine favors. I will act quickly. I do not have much time. I will act completely because the heavenly favors are large and powerful. But I need you to understand and allow me to remove the obstacles and the earthly things to which you cling. I speak to all. I want everyone to become a vessel of election.
The second locution to the world from Mary on April 21. The Great Invitation to the Banquet.
I bring a message of hope. The future belongs to Jesus. He has purchased all history. He is the Lord and all will be subject to His kingdom. What about the events that are taking place? What about the upheavals, the wars, the violence and the deaths? How can these be explained if the future belongs to Jesus? These are the mysteries which I must explain. All have an invitation. At His death, this invitation went forth to the whole world. The disciples went everywhere and many responded to the invitation. All were invited to the great banquet of the Lamb. Then, the world got tired of this invitation. They set it aside. They said that this invitation could coexist with other invitations. The invitation became mixed in with other goals. Even the church, the bearer of the great invitation would, from time to time, forget its task, feeling that other goals took precedence. The invitation faded. Its power was set aside and its great light was dimmed. Yet, this invitation to the banquet of the Lamb is everything. It contains man's great destiny and the whole reason for his existence. Now, darkness is covering the earth and the light fades. Mankind has only one true light, the invitation to the banquet. All the martyrs rejoiced. Their deaths were the door to the banquet. All the saints rejoiced. Each day they came closer to the banquet. I have come to restore this greatest light. I am the messenger of the banquet. No other light exists because all true lights are included in the great light of the Lamb's banquet. I will shine that light over the whole world. I will bathe the world in the banquet light. Only then can mankind emerge from his darkness and overcome the wars and violence. The Lamb awaits you, O reader. He has a place awaiting you at His banquet. Walk always in the light of that invitation.
The third locution to the world from Mary on April 22. Do not delay.
Do not delay because there is a time for everything to be accomplished. Time does not return. Days that are wasted cannot be regained. The evil one wastes no time. If someone lags behind, he finds another to do his work. In this way, evil moves on, always accelerating. Often, my children lag far behind, filled with goodwill but sorely lacking in action. I reveal these mysteries to change this situation. My church is like a fortified city that remains quite content, believing it is safeguarded. The enemy takes advantage and approaches this city on every side, using especially the nighttime of confusion to advance its lines. Now, the troops are being set and the world is being lured into the lion's den, about to confront powers which it cannot overcome or even turn back. This has been happening for many decades. These decades of decisions cannot be suddenly rolled back. Some are deeply rooted and written in stone. What can I do in this perilous situation? I am like a surgeon approaching a very delicate operation in which his own knife might cause the death of the patient. The peril is complex and human solutions only multiply the danger. What can I promise? I will raise up new and surprising lights in the church. Many, even in high places, will oppose these new lights, but they will not prevail. Also, my word will go forth, clearer and more powerful. This word will be broadcast so far and wide that no one will be able to stop their ears. All of this is just the beginning. I will remove those world leaders who cater to the darkness. Some structures of society will collapse so people awaken. All will be done as a warning. Before all of this begins, good people must deepen their religious practices. Faith must multiply. Light must spread. Please understand the importance of today and the present moment. Do not postpone. Do not put off. If you deepen your devotion, I will be able to use you for many people when they are awakened by the events.
The fourth locution to the world from Mary on April 23. Untying the Fatima knot.
The time is too short. I can no longer hold back the light of Fatima, which was released almost a century ago. Even the church does not understand that all the light was hidden in the Fatima light. Why did the Father place such worldwide light in such a tiny gift? Does this not repeat the mystery of Bethlehem, when his greatest gift resided in a newborn infant? Who would deny that mystery? Let no one deny, then, the great mystery that I am about to reveal. The Father has chosen to exalt my immaculate heart. Therefore, he placed all the blessings for this present age in my heart, which is always united with my Son's sacred heart. This mystery was revealed in both a hidden way, in an obscure village to 3 little children, and, in a manifest way, the miracle of the Son. All the light needed for the whole world comes in the tiny gift of Fatima. The Church has never grasped this mystery which I now reveal so clearly. Darkness covers the world because the Fatima light still remains covered. How patient I have been, always inviting people and church leaders to freely accept the gift, to be the ones to open the gift and release its power. I have been met by refusals and misunderstandings. I cannot wait. I can no longer follow the usual channels, the ordinary chain of command. I, myself, will untie the gift. I am the woman who unties the knots, especially this Fatima knot. It does not matter that this will not be orderly. Everywhere, I will bring forth the new lights of Fatima. I will adopt a different strategy because the old is not working. I will give the Fatima light to whomever asks. If they ask for 1 light, I will give them 10. If they ask for a small light, I will give a greater one. Such is the urgency. I will just spread the Fatima lights now and worry about putting everything in order later.
The fifth locution to the world from Mary on April 24. Pouring out the Fatima gift.
How often must I speak of this Fatima light that can save the world? It contains all the divine gifts, the great surprise of the Heavenly Father. His powers are waiting to be released through my immaculate heart. Let me begin to reveal this mystery in an even deeper way, beginning with the powers of darkness. The Father's plan began when he revealed to Pope Leo XIII the great mystery of Satan's power over the 20th century. The Holy Father responded and the Church began to say the Leonine prayers. This prepared for Fatima, that obscure village, like a new Bethlehem, which would receive a worldwide gift. The Fatima visions did not end on October 13, 1917. Lucy continued to receive heavenly visitations which explained and unfolded the mystery. How faithful was my little messenger, filled with both truth and zeal, willing to hide herself in religious life so the message would go forth pure and unhindered. All of this was the divine plan. Nothing would contaminate the Fatima gift, which remains until today. Anyone can study her writings. All can examine the documents about the visions. They are well preserved, a tremendous gift waiting to be opened. The Church always seeks my intervention and wants my help. However, I have already intervened. All is stored up, like a priceless treasure, in the Fatima gift. Someday, the Holy Father will open the gift. The powers will pour forth. More important, the whole world will be caught up in its light. But I cannot wait. This is what I want to reveal. The Fatima lights are beginning to go forth now. They are breaking out. They can no longer be contained in my heart. I will not wait. Even if the Church and the world are not as prepared as they should be, it is better just to pour out the beginning lights than to wait and wait. The great outpouring, however, must wait until the conditions are fulfilled.
The sixth locution to the world from Mary on April 25. Mary's priest son.
The Fatima light is loved by few and unknown to most. However, no one knows all of its powers because they are still contained within the promise. That promise involves world peace. More important, it includes the salvation of millions of souls. The Fatima gift is vast, affecting the whole world and the very future of mankind's existence. How can it be set aside? How can it be ignored and even unknown to most? Now, do you see the mysteries and sorrows of my heart? Now, do you see why I will continue to lift up these little locutions? These locutions do not hold back my words. Whatever I reveal is published quickly, every word and every thought. The gentle stream of my words goes forth each day, available to the whole world. Let me explain why I do this. Your eyes can see the wars and violence that spread and spread. The names have become familiar to you: Libya, Egypt, Syria, Iraq, Iran, Yemen, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah, Hamas and so many others. All of these forces have come forth. But what about the destructive powers which are still hidden? Has Satan played all his cards? Not at all. He has many others waiting in the wings, more destructive than these others. No world leader understands and none have the resources to stop this flow of evil. Only Fatima contains that power. What will I do? I am fashioning my priest son and so uniting him with Fatima that the two are one. I placed Fatima in his heart on the day of ordination, and over these years, I have made his call so clear that he knows fully what he must do. For him, Fatima is his central mission. I will lead him and guide him during these years until the great gift placed in his priesthood is opened for the whole world.